Okay. The weapons form, but they don't prosper. Good morning. So glad to see you. You see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Well, Grand Rising. Whatever you say. Have a good day. Hey. Good morning. Grand Rising. Hey. It's getting hard, Lord. These spirits out to get me. My life be getting tricky. The world is going crazy. Respect is lost. You must discern the truth for expecting your loss. All praise. All praise. We say Ashe. We know your name. Hey. And good morning. Or Grand Rising. Whatever you say. Just have a good day. Hey. Just have a good day. Whatever you say. Good morning. Grand Rising. Hey. Hey.
Hey, tribe.
What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well in positive energy and attracting the life you desire because it's your birthright, okay? Of course, we're coming through. I'm sorry, my throat chakra has been like crazy lately. Of course, we're coming through with another live for you guys. Make sure you take the message how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget, if you love the video, okay, run it up with some hearts, some thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so that you get more messages like this when we go live. We go live every day, y'all. Now, y'all be missing some of these messages. We need you guys present, okay? So, good morning, Grand Rising, whatever you say. Have a good day.
Hold tight, y'all.
What you got going on, husband?
Nothing. Matter of fact, it can wait.
Sit down.
Grand Rising and good morning, everyone. Pray everyone is in good spirits. We here to do this reading. You know what it is, early in the morning. And before we get into the reading, I had a download. Me and her were both discussing it. And it's about something that gets in the way with a lot of us, right? And it's pride. and particularly foolish pride,
Yeah.
because there's levels of pride.
Right.
So foolish pride, it begins to get in the way. And what becomes like foolish pride? Different things. One being the pride of your city, right? Or your birthplace, right? Everybody who's born in a specific region or area, you normally grow up with the pride of that area, right? Your pride becomes the pride. This is why people pack arenas, right? This is why people, because of pride.
They represent their hometown no matter where they are.
Right. It's the pride, right?
Okay.
Now, pride becomes foolish when you become a person that has pride, but you really don't have the engine to try to make change in certain areas. That's when pride becomes foolish, and then people begin to notice that, oh, this person can't get past that pride, right? Like, that's foolish pride. So I feel like it becomes a delay. Because pride, we need pride, but not foolish pride, right? Like, it's nothing wrong with pride, like taking pride in your work, having pride, but it's the foolish pride. It's that pride that rises, like, sometimes it comes in the form of arrogance even. But the pride of life is what blocks us, right? And that was a download. And the last little download, it was funny. We've been talking about sundown towns a lot lately. And one of the sisters in the network, she had made a post about sundown towns and how it's vampires that live there. I don't know, but it could be. You know, I was thinking like, wow, that's crazy. But we passed through some sundown towns before, traveling, right? And it's a very eerie feeling. So for people who are, you know, I guess it could be significant, you know? If you have a husband that may be a truck driver, you know, maybe Spirit is trying to tell you to remind him to be aware. If you're a truck driver yourself, some people pass through sundown towns. Or it's good to kind of look into it so you can be aware of where you at this day and time.
It's a knowing.
You know, God forbid you end up stranded somewhere, you don't know where you at, and then things go left. Because I'm saying, I actually looked at some things, and I've seen a lot of instances where people came up missing, moving wrong in them type of towns.
Vanished.
Right? Yeah, literally.
No trace.
No trace of them. And I'm like, wow, is they really But nevertheless, just be careful, investigate, right? So let's get out the energy and get into the energy. What you got over there? Build a little three.
How y'all doing this morning? What's up, y'all? What y'all doing? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? What's up? What's my favorite food? What's your favorite? My favorite food, of course, is probably gonna be salmon. Most definitely salmon is my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah, salmon's really good.
Well, I'm kind of developing a new favorite food. My favorite food used to be plain out cheeseburgers. I could go to the fanciest restaurant.
Little cheeseburger head.
Like, I would go out and we would be at the fanciest place, and I ate all that stuff, but I used to want to see how everybody cheeseburger.
And don't forget the bacon.
Extra, yeah, I used to eat that.
Extra if you can.
I don't eat meat now, but I did when we met.
I used to eat meat too.
Good old bacon cheeseburger.
What's your favorite food?
Well, right now, probably fried shrimp, batted shrimp. That's my go-to. Like, you know, I don't have a large selection right now. Basically a pescatarian diet, but sometimes I do eat chicken, you know. So my favorite food is fried chicken, period. And my ancestors, they saying it too. They say act like you know what we like. Fried chicken, baby.
Give me some salmon off the grill. What I like on my plate.
Yeah, you like salmon.
And what else I be wanting on there? Let me think.
I had introduced her into sockeye salmon, right? She like that. That's the wild sound.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
the best sound.
That's the only one I like.
Yeah, sockeye is the best.
Oh, actually, you know what I really like? That
Hold on.
rainbow trout, shorty.
Oh yeah, that's that
Oh,
right
I
there.
don't know
Rainbow
yet.
trout.
Let me take that back. Rainbow
Yeah.
trout, baby.
Yeah.
Make me a fish sandwich.
Yeah, what? Rainbow trout with the fish sandwich?
Oh my gosh. Make me one right now.
Yeah, that's good money.
You know, I like to eat. But anyway, let's go. All right. Nurture yourself. Of course, that's showing up this morning. We should be doing this every day. You know, self-care. Maybe I'm hearing someone, you could be needing to even, it's Tuesday, right? Maybe yesterday you started your week off like you normally do, running late, running behind, not enough time for self. You know, at this point in time, it's very important for us to start making time for self, right? Whether it means getting up 20 minutes early, because someone needs to start getting up a little bit earlier, right? You need 20 more minutes to really get your mind, you know, going, right? You know what I'm saying? You know how it takes you about 5 minutes to sit there and really wake up. Okay, I'm still here. It's another day. I got to figure this thing out, right? Your mind is processing things in the morning. So you could be trying to wake up, you know, way too late. You could be staying up too late at night. I'm hearing doom scrolling, right? Scrolling down on different social medias. You know how that can put you on a chokehold, right? So really balancing your time, you know, paying attention to how you're spending your time. Your intentions with your time is very important right now. Okay, just like your intentions with people are important, your intentions with yourself, with your time are very important. Okay, Serene Haven, okay, right? It's very important right now. But we got trust here as well. We got Vishnu showing up for you. Hey Vishnu.
That's one of my favorites.
Vishnu always pops up around us.
Worked with that energy before.
Okay, you know, Vishnu is a Indian deity. Okay, very powerful. You can have very long hair.
You know the blue ones?
Yeah. Okay. You could be a person that is, you could like the Smurfs. You could be very, you could be happy, excited about the new Smurf movie or something like that. But I don't know, trust yourself, nurture yourself, okay? Spend time with self. Get up a little bit earlier, you know, change your routine up. Some of you guys just need more time, okay, to get it together, and your day will be better. Imagine if you gave yourself a little bit more time to pack your lunch, you know, to be organized, maybe even, you know, wipe your table down, your bathroom counters before you go or whatever, so when you come home, you feel more relief, right? So just getting up maybe a little bit more earlier and, you know, going to bed on time could help us as a collective right now, and then really trusting our intuition this morning.
So as always, Spirit right here on time, because this pride thing, I was like, what's up with the pride, Spirit? And then we got 10 of Pentacles to the 2 of Cups upright to the 8 of Swords, right? And you know what I really feel like? This could be a relationship. It feels like a relationship, and if it's not, I want you to look at the resignation, even if you're single, right? Because this is a particular 2 of Cups, and I'm gonna get to it. But the 10 of Pentacles in reverse to the inner vision says, cut through the fog of confusion with your power of discernment. I feel like in your relationship, it could be issues, right? Even right now, early morning issues. It could be certain issues that's arising, but it's showing an unhealthy aspect of you, actually, collective. 10 of Pentacles in reverse is the pride. This is an unhealthy aspect of your 2 of Cups, and it's coming from you, and it's about your inner vision, and that has a lot to do with pride, right? It's a lot of connectivity to it. Sometimes we got so much pride that we're not even aware we the ones in the wrong. We have that much pride, like, I cannot be wrong. I know I'm right and be wrong.
I know I do sometimes, you know, and I'm like, you know, that's something that I constantly have to work on. I'm a lot better, right? You know, at this big old age, I'm a lot better. But I remember being like really bad with that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes your pride can really get in the way of you moving to the places that you desire to go.
Right now, it's in the way in a relationship. Inside of your 2 of Cups, and I'm gonna tell you what your 2 of Cups is, right? We all know 2 of Cups. That's the relationship card, right? That's even the culmination of oneself card. Like, that's the coming together, the integrated you, the balanced you. That's you. And Spirit says, for you, the Two of Cups is a serene haven, right? Definitely where you're supposed to be. It says, embrace tranquility as your refuge. Wow, right? So if this is a relationship, or if this is you and this energy, where you at in your relationship, it's a safe space. So the question is, why the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and then the Eight of Swords, right? And guess what Spirit says? Carried away. You be getting carried away in the energy. Eight of Swords is like nervousness, anxiety, self-imprisonment. That's Eight of Swords. Look at this. There's somebody in a relationship. And I feel like Spirit is want you to step back and take a look at self. Even if if you hear that quite possibly that means you are the power dynamic in your relationship. If you hear and it's resonating with you and you can hear this, Spirit is basically saying you are the power dynamic. So in order for something to shift, you gotta change your dynamic. Maybe you looking out at, you could be a feminine and you can be looking at your masculine like, well, why can't they lead me? Why can't they do that? Spirit is saying, just because they the man on this round don't mean they got the spiritual authority. You could be the one that has the authority and you looking for authority elsewhere. And I feel like it's in you, it's on you. It's not that you're supposed to lead, because some feminine be like, I can't lead. You are supposed to lead. Like, you gotta realize you're not supposed to lead, but you are supposed to lead. It takes a level of understanding, and you should be there with the Two of Cups, because you should really be integrating with yourself so you can understand how your masculine energy flow. So you can know, oh, I'm supposed to be leading right now. Oh, I'm supposed to be falling back right now. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this right now. Your Two of Cups is a safe place, your relationship. This Eight of Swords, carried away. Again, you gotta still yourself. There's a lot of pride involved, right? Somebody, maybe you from a place where people achieve, or I hear somebody say, yeah, they don't play with us around there, right? They don't play with us. So that kind of mentality, right? I know it, I'm familiar with it. I'm from Baltimore, so everywhere I go, I'll be like, yo, we don't really be letting nobody, we don't bother nobody, but we don't be letting nobody play with us. Like, but that mentality, right? It has an expiration date attached to it. You gotta let it go. Like, it's not even about nobody playing with you. It's really about, all right, I'm gonna say this. This is what it looks like. When I was young, I had a guy I looked up to. And you know the reason why I looked up to this guy? Because it used to be a lot of tough guys hanging in one spot. And they used to be like, don't nobody supposed to come over here, this ours. But when I seen him come out, he would go over there and he wasn't going like he offended. He wasn't going to do none of that. It's just that it was in his nature that, like, y'all rules don't apply to me, right? He didn't go, and you know what they did? They respected it, right? But that's a person who's moving in authenticity and knowing ourselves. And if you begin to move like that, it'll be the same way for you. This is how we be comfortable in places where most people uncomfortable. Or you can be around enemies. A lion can sit right there in front of the face of a big predator and nobody won't touch the lion. Like, the lion don't be worrying about what's going to happen or nothing like that. Like, lions walk by predators all the time, right? So it's like, maybe you don't know this about yourself. I feel like you don't realize that you are the power, the dynamic of power in your relationship.
We got we got Pallas Athena on here with detached from drama. Okay, so getting away from things, right? Anything that runs up your blood pressure, right? Anything that has you yelling, screaming, acting crazy, right? Detaching from those kind of things, detaching from things that just like, why am I even doing this, right? Those kind of things. And then following your heart with St. Francis here. I love this for you, okay? I feel like, continue to follow your heart, detaching from drama, okay? Someone is totally aligned here. We have spiritual alignment showing up for you. Okay? Spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. Okay? So that means that by you remaining in alignment, by you allowing God to lead you, allowing you to go with the flow of life, right? Of divinity. I feel like, it puts your manifestation into motion. Things are attracted to you because you are in alignment, right? That makes sense, okay? We also have, it says, when I am tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. So that's just pretty much learning that, you are what you attract, are you doing things to make abundance attracted to you? Because if you are, it's attracted to you. It says, it's safe for me to ask for help. People want to support me. So I know a lot of times in life, we always talk about how much people don't support us. People don't share my videos. They don't support my business. But Spirit is saying, don't worry about the people who don't support you. There are people who do want to support you. And if you start speaking that out into the universe, then that is what you'll receive. People that do want to support you. People that do believe in your vision, your dreams, your goals, right? People that want to help you get to these places. So it's safe to ask for help, okay? Right? I feel like it's safe to ask for help. That's prayer, asking God for the help. And then he sends in people because God, uses people to, for the blessings. So something about you being in alignment here, okay? And then we got, instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love, okay? Choosing peace and love over drama is basically what I'm hearing. Yes. Following your heart, that little small voice that you hear, your intuition, your inner knowing, your inner understanding, okay? Going within yourself and really looking for the answers. Because a lot of you guys, right now, you don't really need to go outside yourself and look for any answers. You have all the answers that you need, right? Are you willing to accept the answer that's given is the question, right? Because a lot of times the answer is there, but we want to reject what it is, right? We want to hear something different, okay? So I reflect love, and instead of taking on the fear of others, I'm just going to spread love. I'm not afraid to love because I know, a lot of you guys have been hurt before, and I get it, right? I was in the same situation, Auntie knows, right? However, instead of taking on fear of loving, continue to love, because guess what? Love attracts love, and eventually love will come, right? Because the more you give love, you love yourself, that's what it attracts. So don't be afraid of anything. There's nothing to be scared of here. And last but not least, I have the difficult relationships in my life are a perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior, right? A lot of times we despise the things and people that we see in ourselves, right? It's so irritating. You ever see somebody do something that you do, but when they do it, it's irritating as hell? I have, because my husband do some of the things I do, and I be like, stop. And I do the same thing to him, right? And it can be irritating when you see someone else, with that mirror reflection. But that's exactly what it is, showing more compassion and being more considerate that, look, we're all just human beings, we're spiritual beings in this human body having an experience trying to figure it all out. We don't have it all together, right? But it's fine. We're working to get it together, right? So just know that, we are a mirror reflection of each other, right? So those dirty things that we hate about people, let's make sure we're cleaning those up in ourselves so that the mirror becomes clean.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Hey, I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm coming out my closet. I'm cleaning out my closet. I said I'm coming out my closet. Someone could be coming out the closet.
Get out of there.
Man, hopefully it's your prayer closet.
Get out of there. Whatever closet. Okay. Come out of there. Hey, yo. I'm not saying that.
Just keep going.
All right, listen.
I felt whatever he's about to say, Spirit said just keep going.
Listen, Two of Pentacles in reverse to the learning secrets. To the Three of Torches upright, heart's desire. I love that, right? Yeah. Because the Two of Pentacles in reverse to the learning secrets, That's when you hear something that you do not want to hear.
Okay.
Or you discover something that you don't want to discover, and it completely knocks you off balance.
I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly
like,
speak.
I mean, this could be good or bad. I don't like to make everything so pessimistic, right? But the Two of Pentacles, learning secrets. So basically, you went through a phase where you might have learned some things about yourself and been a little bit off balance. You could have learned some secrets, some things that was behind the door. They became, God revealed them to you. They became exposed. Your Two of Pentacles went in reverse. It happens to us all. But you directly got it back together with the Three of Torches upright to the heart's desire. I love that. That's like, Two of Pentacles in reverse to the Three of Wands is strong energy. It's a strong progression. It shows somebody really pulling it together and seeing a bigger picture. Mm-hmm. Like being able to rise above your emotions and look at, look, it's a way out of this. And I see you found it. The Judgment in reverse to the worthy goal, right? Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life's purpose.
Oh, look at the bullseye. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You could have had this on your wall as a child, a bullseye.
And I feel with this judgment in reverse, I kind of really feel like it's the energy of judgment that surrounds you. And I feel like, you setting goals. I feel like you have goals. And I feel like it's not a person that can really place you under judgment. Like, I know what it feels like to be under judgment. I can tell you what it feels like. When there's a lot of gossip surrounding you, or there's a lot of rumors surrounding you, or just is a lot of negative talk around you, what that turns into is a form of judgment, where people have decided this thing about you becomes your judgment. And some people, believe it or not, they don't make it out of that kind of energy. So if you did, like I said, if you made it to a Three of Wands and the Judgment in reverse, it shows that, first of all, you connected, and it shows you to have power, and it shows you to have resiliency. Because this judgment right here, it makes people, for instance, thank you, Spirit. Say you ever seen a person do something wrong in life, and then people begin to condemn them, right? So they can't find the help or the strength to get it back together now because everybody has agreed to that this is where they at. Because it's the same instance where people will rush to help certain people, right? That'll be their judgment. Like, oh, they deserve help. So everybody go help them. Then some people, they'll be like, oh, they don't deserve help. And that'd be their judgment. I'm just giving you a scenario. Anyway, that energy is in reverse. And it says worthy goal. So I see that maybe you need to really just shake off the dust and get to it. Whatever that may be for you, right? Even if it's getting out the house. Because some people let rumors keep them stuck in the house. They won't even go out and drive nowhere or go out and walk nowhere. They just want to be in the house. Like, young people talk about me. Don't worry about them.
I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. Okay? That's pride right there, right? That's letting your pride go to the side. That is like literally, being able to take constructive criticism. Because there's someone, and I'm not sure, like, I don't know if you could be like feeling offended when people try to give you criticism, and maybe you could be misconstrued because, a lot of us come from backgrounds where we were abused, maybe verbally abused, right? So it's like maybe you don't know how to accept constructive criticism. Maybe it can be very hard for you because, when people are, used to being verbally abused, it's kind of hard to distinguish constructive criticism. So I release my need to be defensive.
Yo, that's
okay?
real. you know?
Right? Like, there are some people that can literally see how great you are. And, good advice is good advice. Like, whether we want to hear it or not, it's good advice. And I feel like someone could be taking constructive criticism the wrong way. There's a person that could be giving you some criticism that could really help you grow and advance in life. And maybe you could be evaluating this incorrectly. Okay? And it's okay. I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and I am at peace. It's okay. We all go through things where we sometimes, I know I've had a moment where I'll be like, well, damn, I was really wrong in that situation. Like, I'm that kind of person. Like, I sit back and I evaluate when things go wrong in my life, especially relationships. I look at the relationship and see what I could have done better, where I went wrong, where they went wrong. And then, I evaluate, and, you could be going through that too,
Mm-hmm. I'm sitting here laughing so hard because look, she pulled, I release my need to be right. I'm defenseless and at peace. That's what she pulled, right? And look what Spirit gave me. Temperance to the Death card.
Dang.
Yo, that's that card right there. Temperance to the Death is the same energy, right? Temperance to the Death is finding balance and letting shit go. No lie. Like, temperance to the Death is definitely a person, and they major arcana. So this is big spiritual energy. Like, this is somebody. Temperance said, turn the page, right? Ought to break. That was your temperance right there. Like, letting that cycle end, letting it go, letting it fall away. It led to the death, which is good. It's transformative. You don't even feel like the same person that you were. At the time, before you found temperance, you was out of control. Like somebody, and it's don't, people have different out of controls, y'all.
Yeah.
Somebody can go to work every day, work 9 to 5, and be literally out of control on an internal level that nobody can see.
Right.
And that's the danger.
That's
dangerous. Those are the dangerous. It's not the one that you can see slipping away that's dangerous. It's the one that you can't see. And somebody, you got past that energy, right? Which is good. Temperance to the Death. Hidden keys to the 4 cups. You know what this is saying to me? You're taking a lot of things for granted, right? About yourself. It's hidden things. The four cups is a card of not like a person that's in a naive energy, right? That's 4 cups energy, where you kind of like, on the 4 cups a lot of times, it's a person and they focusing on 1 cup. Completely oblivious to the other 3 cups right there, right? And those other 3 cups are exactly what the card is saying. They hidden keys. So it could be a need for you, definitely. I know you at the beginning of a cycle, and maybe you're transforming. You have transformed. It's transformative. But don't take you for granted, even in that token. And don't think that you know everything about yourself. Because them hidden keys inside of us, they can work for our better, or they can work for our they can work against us. Hidden keys, cords that lie within. Even dark secrets, right? Don't be naive as to what you might lust after, right? And I ain't talking sexual. Don't be naive to the things that can connect to you inside. And that's a lot of times why we do start blaming people, because, like she said, we despise in others what we can't get a hold of in ourselves. And then it be up on us before we know it. All right.
It says, my productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. Okay? I like that. So, my productivity stems from inspiration. You know, you should be doing things that make you feel good, things that make you smile, happy.
That's right.
Right? You know, that is what life is about. Doing the things that make you feel good.
Things that make you smile.
Okay.
What numbers to dial?
Okay. When my productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become, you know, and that's what I always say, like your spiritual gift is that one that just makes your heart light up. You don't really necessarily need to be paid for it. You know, it's just effortless. You know, it comes out natural. You're just great at it. You know, this is what we're talking about here. You know, tapping into those kind of energies, staying away from things that, you know, just disturb your peace. I welcome healthy, loving relationships. Okay. I've been talking about this for like the last month, you know, being open to receiving healthy love, healthy relationships, friends that love you, you know, family, soul tribes, right? Kind of energy, your own family, creating your own families, whatever you got to do. Guidance is available to me now. I know that the angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are always at hand. I do not walk alone, okay? Someone could be needing to get out into nature today. I'm seeing the forest here. Something significant about the stars. You could be a star, a rising star, a rising creator, okay? Something like that. Follow your heart. Do what makes you happy. Like, you know? It says, last one I have, owning my power inspires others to do the same. I am not afraid to shine. I told you there was something about a star. You could be a star. You could be seen in the limelight. People could be watching you because, you know, you're doing exactly what you told people you would do. You know, maybe people didn't believe you at one point, but maybe they do now, right? Because you're showing up exactly how you say. Okay.
You know, this right here is kind of like, first of all, 55 could be significant, right? We got the Five of Pentacles, and it's being clarified by a quiet moment. Seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. This is a card of isolation. This Five of Pentacles is isolation, right? And maybe it felt like you were homeless. And I don't mean without shelter. I mean without family and without friends, right? That's an isolated Five of Pentacles, I feel. But I feel like it was a much needed Five of Pentacles because off of the Five of Pentacles is the Five of Torches, right? That's a lot of confusion in the background, even fights in the background. So you being in the Five of Pentacles is putting you outside of this Five of Wands, this Five of Torches. And I feel like maybe it didn't feel like that. Maybe somebody really see that now is resonating like, yeah, I can see what he's saying. Like when you were in a place where you felt homeless without family and friends, that was a place where you were really being spared from a lot of confusion and fighting, Five of Wands, and maybe you didn't see it like that, right? It was steady progress. That's what the card says. I see the train tracks out here too. So somebody, you could have been down
on
there.
that midnight train to Georgia.
You know, I'm definitely
Y'all
saying
be
somebody.
careful too.
Yeah,
sorry, I heard about that.
Y'all watch out there on them tracks at night. The cow fools is out there that out. When the sun go down, the train tracks is not a good place for people, especially if you got a good heart, right? And you stand against what hurts people. You don't want to be down the railroad track after dark. That's my advice. The cow fool spirits be down there, right? So, off of the Five of Torches, you got the Knight being justified by breakthrough. And it says, navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience.
Somebody could have packed up at night and ran away.
So see, it's telling you to navigate, right? It's not telling you to see your way. It's saying navigate, right? You ever been in a car and, the GPS didn't work and you had to just navigate. Like, I think I know where I'm going. I might bust a left here, bust a right there. Well, That's where you at, and that's what this night energy is. A place where you can't necessarily see. So Spirit is saying through the card, navigate life's many twists and turns. Have a certain faith. Night energy is it's an energy like they used to say in the old movies, is, you know, the night is dark and full of many terrors, right? So, and Spirit is saying you got to navigate through. I feel like there's a lot of confusion in the background with somebody. Spirit is protecting you from a lot. This Five of Pentacles, this isolation, these quiet moments. Sometimes you got to look back on life, thank you, Spirit, and you got to say, in spite of where I'm at and what I'm going through, I really need to give honor to my ancestors, and I really need to give thanks to God who sits on high for sparing my life. Because somebody, maybe you discontent where you at, but you don't realize your life was saved. God saved your life, gave you another opportunity. So, all proud aside, right? It's okay to be thankful and grateful. For real.
Okay. So the last one I got, I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. And that's real. Okay? You are seeing this situation accurately. Okay? We can't control the world, but we can choose how we perceive to view the world, right? What we choose to do in the world, you know, who we choose to be in the world, right? So you are seeing the situation accurately, okay? Trust your intuition, your gut. Trust what God has already told you, the visions you've already seen. Go inside and stop looking on the outside.
That's it.
And that was your message.
Accept and reject.
Accept or reject it, but keep your spirit protected. We love you guys so much. We're elemental beings. If you enjoyed the message, follow the page for more. If you would like to contribute to our channel, all of our information is on our page. We love you guys so much. Until next time.